Alright, ECE 173. Here we have Lab 10, the last one. And this week we had 3 problems that dealt with structures and strings and functions. So getting into this first one, the whole idea was just to create a function that would reverse everything in a string. So I'm going to start off with the main function down here. So here these 3 here is just creating the string and getting input for it. And then afterwards, we're going to get rid of the null variable at the end, so we can do the swap properly without having to worry about that. And then this will actually send us to the string. So we're going to set the length equal to the actual length of the string. And afterwards, it's kind of just going to look the same as all the other swaps we've done throughout the class. And then add the null back on, and it will be printed. So what that looks like here, if you want to do hello, then there you go. It just reverses it. Maybe I'll try bottle. There it is. So the next program here counted the spaces. So I'm going to start off in the main function again. And the first few lines are kind of the same as the last one, just getting the input and then getting rid of the null variable at the end. And then sending it to the function, which is where it gets a little different. So starting off, getting the length as the length of the string, and initializing, getting I, setting count equal to 1, and then going through with it. So basically, what'll happen is it'll run through all of the entries in the string, and if it's a space, it'll add count will go up, and then we'll know there will be more spaces. It'll get sent back, and then it'll display. So here we can just do how are you, and then there are 2 spaces, which checks out. And then if we were to want to do, say, last ECE 173 lab, it'll give us the 3 spaces. And then finally, this one was kind of just about, this was like a structure one. A lot of pulling data from this structure we were given here. So this part was all given to us, and then there were 4 questions: finding which students joined a certain year, pulling up all the information just from an ID number, and then seeing which students joined in the summer, and then students whose accounts exceeded $550. So starting off, just entering the year and then pulling up the names of the students who associate with that. Just starting out by getting that year and storing it. And then the for loop here will go through everything. And if the year we have is equal to what I equals at that certain value in the string, or the structure, I should say, then it will print off the name. Then second here, the ID number. So what this will do is once an ID number is entered, it'll enter the same for loop, and if that number matches one in the system, it'll print off all of this information, and then it'll set t equal to 1, and then I just have that here, so we can have a little message play if the records are not found. And then thirdly here, the one to find the students who joined in summer. So this one works very similarly to the other ones. Basically, it's just going through here, searching all the values and seeing if they joined in the summer. And then if they did, then it'll print off the name, and if not, it just will run through it like normal. And then finally, the students' accounts who exceed $550. The same for loop, and then just checking if their balance is greater than 550, and if it is, then the names will be printed off. And then the program will end. So let's get a good year and a good ID number. So for the year, I'll run it here. If we wanted to do like 2024, it'll give us all these students who joined then, which Alice, 2024, and then Linda, and Lewis and Amelia. So it all checks out there. And then now for the ID number, we can, let's say we want to do Rachel. It'll give out that, and then the rest will come out since that's the end of where you really need user input. But all of the information will check out, and then I'll run through it one more time just to... Oops. Is that supposed to be ID? I don't have it pulled up. Yeah, I'll run it one more time here just to show what happens when you enter a ID that is not in the system. So say you want to enter, like, I'll do 103. It'll give you that message, and then it will send you everything else. So that is the end of the program. Thank you for listening, and have a good one.